Winnie-the-Pooh and Piglet's Mysterious Adventure, Chasing Woozles. Once upon a snowy winter's day in the 100-acre wood, little Piglet was busily brushing away the snow in front of his cozy house, which was nestled in the hollow of a tall beech tree. His house was grand for someone as small as Piglet, and just outside it, there was an old, broken sign that read, "Trespassers W." When Christopher Robin asked Piglet what the sign meant, Piglet proudly explained that it was his grandfather's name, short for Trespassers William. His grandfather had two names, in case he lost one. Christopher Robin thought this was rather funny, but to Piglet, it was just another part of his family history. One fine morning, as Piglet continued brushing snow, he spotted his dear friend Winnie-the-Pooh wandering in circles nearby. Pooh seemed deep in thought, his head slightly tilted, and his paw scratching his chin. "Hello, Pooh," called Piglet, but Pooh didn't seem to hear him at first. He was so focused on whatever he was doing.
"Hallo,"
Piglet said again, a little louder this time. "Hello, Piglet," Pooh finally responded without stopping his walk. "I'm hunting." "Hunting? What are you hunting?" Piglet asked, his eyes wide with curiosity. Pooh paused for a moment and looked at the ground. "I'm not quite sure yet," he said mysteriously. "I'm tracking something." "Tracking what?" Piglet asked, now intrigued. "That's exactly what I'm trying to find out," said Pooh with a determined nod. He pointed to the ground, showing Piglet some curious paw prints in the snow. "Look, Piglet. What do you see there?" Piglet bent down and squeaked in excitement. "Tracks. Paw marks."
"Oh, Pooh.
"Do you think it's a Woozle?" "It might be," said Pooh, his eyes growing wide. "Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. You never can tell with tracks." With that, Pooh continued his tracking, and Piglet, now too excited to stand still, hurried after him. After a few moments, Pooh suddenly stopped, staring intently at the snow. "What's the matter?" asked Piglet, hopping nervously from foot to foot. "It's very strange," Pooh said slowly. "There seem to be two animals now. Whatever I was tracking has been joined by another. Whatever it is. Would you mind coming with me, Piglet, in case they turn out to be hostile animals?" Piglet gulped. "Oh, well, I don't have anything to do until Friday, so I suppose I could come along. Just in case it really is a Woozle." "You mean in case it's two Woozles," Pooh corrected, his voice dropping to a whisper. Piglet's eyes grew wide. "Yes. Two Woozles." And so, off they went together, following the mysterious tracks through the snowy woods. They soon found themselves walking in circles around a small clump of trees. "It seems like these Woozles are going round and round this spinney," observed Pooh. Piglet passed the time by telling Pooh all about his grandfather Trespassers William, how he suffered from shortness of breath, and how he knew all sorts of things about tracking. Pooh, meanwhile, wondered what it might be like to have a grandfather, and whether the Woozles they were following could possibly be someone's grandfathers too. Suddenly, Pooh stopped again and pointed excitedly. "Look, Piglet." "What is it?" Piglet asked, jumping up in fright. "A third animal has joined the others," exclaimed Pooh. "Another Woozle?" squeaked Piglet, his little heart racing. "No," said Pooh thoughtfully. "The tracks are different. It could be two Woozles and one Wizzle. Or maybe two Wizzles and one Woozle. Either way, it's very mysterious." The two friends continued following the tracks, feeling slightly more nervous than before. Piglet's ears twitched as he imagined the possibility of coming face to face with three Woozles and a Wizzle. He began to wish his grandfather Trespassers William were there to help. Suddenly, Pooh stopped again. His nose twitched, and he licked it nervously. "What now, Pooh?" asked Piglet, who was beginning to feel a little less brave. "There are four animals in front of us now," said Pooh, astonished. "Three Woozles and one Wizzle. Or maybe the other way around." Piglet gulped. "Pooh," he whispered, "I think I just remembered something important. I forgot to do it yesterday, and I can't wait until tomorrow, so I really must go back now." "We'll do it this afternoon," Pooh said reassuringly. "I'll come with you." "No, Piglet está meret." "It's a special morning thing, and it can only be done between 12 and 12:05. So really, I must hurry off. Just then, Piglet heard a whistle. What's that? Pooh looked up into the branches of a big oak tree and smiled. It's Christopher Robin, he said. Oh, well, then you'll be safe, said Piglet with relief. Goodbye, Pooh. And off he trotted, happy to be out of any possible danger. Christopher Robin climbed down from the tree and walked over to Pooh. Silly old bear, he said with a smile. What were you doing? Going round and round the spinney? Pooh scratched his head. First I went round by myself, then Piglet came, and we went round again together. And then we went round again. Christopher Robin laughed. Look down at the tracks, Pooh. Pooh sat down, looked carefully at the paw prints, then fitted his own paw into one of the tracks. After a thoughtful pause, he scratched his nose and stood up. Oh, I see now, said Pooh. I've been following my own tracks all along. Christopher Robin chuckled and patted Pooh on the head. Silly bear, he said kindly. But you're the best bear in all the world. Am I? Pooh asked hopefully, his face brightening. Of course you are, said Christopher Robin. Pooh's tummy gave a little growl. Well, anyhow, it's nearly luncheon time. And with that, Pooh and Christopher Robin walked home together for lunch, leaving the mystery of the Woozles and Wizzles behind. As they walked, Pooh couldn't help but wonder if, maybe one day, he really would catch a Woozle. Or, at least, get to share some honey with one.